Today, David Brooks and Shirley LeMaster join me, two talented actors who are starring in the latest production from TheatreWorks, Southern Fried Nuptials. Now, this is a sequel to Southern Fried Funeral.
That's correct.
Okay, and I remember you being involved in that show.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about, kind of give folks a little background so that we understand going into Southern Fried Nuptials.
Sure. In 2018, Southern Fried Funeral revolved around this dysfunctional Mississippi family, and I'm the matriarch, Dorothy Fry, and at that time, my daughter Harleen was getting engaged to Atticus, and this time it's Southern Fried Nuptials, and they are going to get married.
They actually proceed on to marriage.
Unless we don't.
Now, in reading a little synopsis, it says that you're a really good guy.
Oh, yes.
And you've gotten involved with this really crazy family.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I think living in the South, there's all kinds of crazy.
There is. I grew up in Virginia, so I understand
I
that.
grew up in Atlanta, so yeah.
Okay.
I grew up in Memphis.
All right. Well, everybody here has a little bit of experience with
That's
that.
right.
So for folks who remember Southern Fried Funeral, this is obviously going to kind of harken back to that show and have some of the kind of the same zany fun
Right.
that show represents.
Right. Yes, it's very funny. It's a comedy, and it has some farcical elements. It's very quick, very fast-paced, and very funny. I think people will enjoy it.
I think so too. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this your first production with TheatreWorks?
Well, I did. I was in Southern Fried Funeral, and then I did a couple of other little things here with TheatreWorks and some other companies around town.
So
yeah.
And you've done you've worked with a number of different theater companies here.
Yes, I have, Patrick. I've worked with TheatreWorks a lot, with script to stage to screen, and I've worked at Palm Canyon Theater, and I did a couple of things over at Desert Performs. So I try to get around when I can.
Well, we're very lucky, and I think the actors in the community would agree that we have a pretty thriving theater scene, and there are a number of different companies doing some really fun and interesting work.
Totally. COVID took a toll. We lost a couple of our theater companies because of the aftermath of COVID.
Well, I know that we lost Coyote Stageworks, Chuck Yates and his crew.
Exactly, broke my heart.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And Chuck and I have been friends for a long time, and he put his heart and soul into that. But
yes.
Coming out of COVID, we're finally now getting back to at least a little more semblance of normal. And so theater productions have resumed. And we have, I think, a desert audience that really thoroughly enjoys live productions.
Oh, yeah, I think so too. I feel so lucky. I'd kind of given up theater for quite a while, actually. And then I came to the desert, and it was just such a thriving community, and I felt so welcome. Just being able to sing and dance and move around a little bit was just such a welcome thing. And then, like you said, the audiences are so receptive here, and the quality of the theater, I think, is really wonderful for, especially, some of the community theaters are just like, really? This is community theater?
We are very lucky in that regard, and I think folks will feel lucky when they come to see Southern Fried Nuptials. If you were a fan of Southern Fried Funeral, you're going to love this. It is September 9th through the 25th, and you can go to dtworks.org. All of the information, ticket availability, everything you need to know is right there at dtworks.org, and that link will be on our website, kesq.com. Again, opening night, the 9th of September. Both of you break a leg. Have a great run.
Thank you.
Great.
We'll
Thank
try.
you so much.
Thanks for being on The Eye.